Oh, just stop. First trailer is out for X-Men Dark Phoenix. I did not have hope for this thing even well before I saw this trailer. I am on record a long time back. I did a video. Not only did this go on my list of movies that I was pretty sure was gonna suck, that I did at the start of this year, I am on record devoting an entire video explaining why this movie was guaranteed to suck. The thing is, though, I didn't expect it to suck in such a familiar way, or at least appear like that from this trailer. I'll come back to that, though. Let's start with the basics. The trailer's bad. And I don't mean like it looks like he's advertising a bad movie. Like, the trailer is... It looks and plays and feels like a fan trailer. It has the overlay voiceover and the rapid shifts and cuts and stuff that like evokes a mood but don't seem to fully fit together narratively that you usually get when people make fan trailers, taking bits and pieces from different movies and cutting them together to make it all seem like it's coming from one film. That's how this trailer feels. Now, if this was a fan trailer, it'd be a good one. But I expect at a higher level, you know, for an actual movie. So that's thing one. Like, it's just not a very good trailer. It's dark and it's gloomy and it's foreboding and it's generic. It is the generic, oh, everything's falling apart trailer for what looks to be the, oh, everything's falling apart franchise. I was going to say, you know, chapter, but I guess conclusion now. So here's what I didn't expect. I have expected this movie to suck since the always. But this looked exactly like X-Men The Last Stand. Jean has had this degree of power forever. It was held in check by Charles, who also didn't make her aware of what he had done to keep that in check. She sides with Magneto. Like, this is the Dark Phoenix subplot from The Last Stand, given its own movie. But doing it the same way. Like, hasn't Fox been, like, saying for a friggin' decade that they knew they screwed up with that? And yet they're doing the exact same thing. Like, I remember all this stuff all this deal was being made of that with Jessica Chastain, she was playing Lilandra, so that meant there were going to be aliens that were going to go up into space. Now, I expected that to not work either. I expected that to still be done, but at least it would have been distinct and different. If they're doing the grounded version of this again, that's what you did last time. You already did it. It didn't work. Oh my God. And, okay, we do see Jessica Chastain, and so far as I can tell, rumor and indication is that she's still playing an alien, but she's obviously playing an alien just, like, on Earth. So it's an artificial injection of one outlandish element from the original work. I mean, if you've never read the Dark Phoenix saga proper, a decent chunk of it takes place in space. Like, that... I don't know if you realize this or not, there's a lot of bizarre cosmic stuff that goes on with X-Men during certain periods, and a lot of that was going on during the Dark Phoenix saga. So, you know, I did think, because indication had been, I did think that at least we were going to get that on screen again. Did not expect it to save the film, but at least it would have made it distinct from the last time they did this. It looks like the only thing that's different from Last Stand to now is it's been upgraded from a subplot to the main plot, but you're still taking the same approach that didn't work. And it's not helped by basically everything I've said previously. This is only our second film with this version of Jean Grey. We don't have the investment in either her as an individual or her dynamic in the team to care about her going bad and the impact on the other characters. This team has not been formed long enough, and we have not spent enough time with her for this to pay off well. X-Men The Last Stand didn't do it well, it did it wrong, but at least we had 2 solid movies of seeing this team function, and it was our third film with Famke Janssen as Jean. And so it felt like a more proper build-up. This, as a second time we've seen her, and like this version of the X-Men literally formed at the very end of the last movie. That is not enough time for the betrayal of her going bad to land the way that it is supposed to land. The reason it works in the comics is the comics had like a decade up to that point of her being the good girl, and then she goes way off the deep end, and it was shaking for the characters and for the readers because it had that foundation. There's no foundation here. It just, oh my God. Like, I knew this was going to be bad. Everything indicated this was going to be bad. I didn't think that they were going to make so many of the exact same mistakes they did last time. That's just mind-boggling to me. And I think, like, this looks... Unless I'm in a spiteful mood or I'm super bored, I'm not sure I'm going to go see this. Like, it is possible that, like, if it comes out on a weekend where, like, I truly have nothing else going on, maybe I will. Or maybe if I just feel like being mean to something, which happens sometimes, maybe I'll go see it. But right now, based off this trailer, I don't want to. I don't want to watch them make the exact same mistakes they did last time again in a series that really should have ended, well, I was going to say should have ended with Logan, and yes, it should have, but I would say primary main series, because Logan you can consider a spin-off, I would say really should have ended with Days of Future Past, and I'm going to choose to believe that it did, because Apocalypse was, oh God. So, yeah, no. Just a world of no, a world of pain, just so much why. I know why. Because they know this is one of the big stories that fans know, and they think, well, we have to do it. And they've never, ever put the necessary thought into how to do it well. And they have repeated all these same mistakes. And at the very least, X-Men The Last Stand had the excuse that the writing directing team that set it up bailed before that third film, which meant that a new writing and directing team had to pick up the pieces on a release date that the studio wouldn't move. Was the result good? Absolutely not. But at least I can point to circumstances and go, that may honestly have been about as good as we were going to get under those lousy circumstances. Those aren't the circumstances. More to the point, there have been reshoots on the rumors of very extensive reshoots. So if this is the quote-unquote fixed version, what was it before? Oh. Dark Phoenix, the first trailer. What did you think about it? Are you actually excited about this? If you are, please tell me why. And I'm jealous that you can look at this and feel optimistic. I wish I could. It's not fun for me to get this upset over these things and get this irritated and annoyed. I don't enjoy it. But whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. There's a whole bunch of buttons and stuff, including a link to the Patreon. Check them out if you feel like it. But remember, folks, the big takeaway here is that you're the council and I just run the meetings. And until next time, this council is adjourned.